Uh, yeah, just the role they brought me here to play. They allowed me to play free and just play my game. And not obviously not do anything outside of the scheme, but play the coach piece, scheme and what he wants me to do. It's been great. I've been gelling with the guys, having fun, just moving around in different parts, and playing fast. Yeah. No doubt. It's definitely been exactly what I expected it to be. Um, I've only been here, for a couple months, and I love playing for Coach P already. I haven't even stepped out there in the shoe yet, but I'm ready to go to war for all my brothers and the whole coaching staff.
You said you expected what you expected to be. What did you expect, Earl? A pro approach to things. What do you explain that?
Definitely a pro approach to things. The system, how he schemes stuff up. I love the way he teaches. The defense. He teaches conceptually, so it's kind of hard. Easy for us to break down and consume the defense, and it just allows us to go out there and play fast at a high level.
What made you want to be a Buckeye?
Just the excellence and the level of the production they put out there on the field. And you see what the guys do, that came through here at the next level. They're all successful, and that's something I want to be a part of.
You've already been at two big programs, Alabama, Florida State. How does Ohio State compare to what you've experienced in those programs?
Definitely the competition, day in and day out. Like literally, like we're competing in the weight room, with different, different exercises. Like literally, like I've never been a part of something like that, competing in the weight room. Like so it's just the level of competition day in and day out is second to none, and that's definitely a separating factor.
You talked to Caleb Downs at all during the transfer process?
Yeah, definitely. Caleb was definitely one of the first people I spoke to, coming out of the portal before I made my decision, and he played a big factor in it.
What did he kind of tell you about Ohio State and about playing for Coach Guerrero in this defense?
That is a great brotherhood. It's a special place to be. Playing under Coach P, that was one of the best decisions that Caleb made. And playing for Coach G as well. You know what I'm saying? Those two guys, they love ball. They're all about the ball. And they're great teachers. So that's something I want to be a part of. Just my father giving me tips and tricks day in and day out on how to be a great man, let alone a great football player. So that's something I don't take for granted, and I'm very appreciative of that.
I know he trained you at a very early age. How early were you out there with him?
I was a young boy, probably 5 when I started really working out with him and stuff like that. But I was definitely young. But he's been giving me tips and tricks, my whole life, and I'm grateful for it.
Every time we talk to somebody about or ask somebody about you, they bring up your personality. So how would you explain the way you bring to the safety?
Yeah, I'm a very physical player. I just play with a chip on my shoulder every play. I love what I do. I love how I play, and I just want to be that presence, that offense field, that they have to when the quarterback scanning the field and all that. I want to be that dude. Like, okay, where's one? So that's just my approach.
When we talked to Jeremiah Smith, he kind of went out of his way to he started to talk about what you've done already, which really kind of takes it down a little bit. Didn't want to overhype you, I guess, but you could tell he felt some kind of way about you. What did he say? Is that a good boost, or are you trying to put that away to continue to work?
Yeah, that's a great thing, hearing that from 4. We're from the same place. We played each other in high school. But that's definitely a great, compliment, from my brother. That's something I take to heart. I'm very appreciative, especially of a caliber of a player like Jeremiah. But that's something that, I want to get too big on. I just want to come out here, continue to do my 111 and do my job and be here for my brothers. That's it.
Have you primarily been a nickel, or are you flipping around safety stuff?
They got me in moving pieces. I'm not just at one spot, and I love it. Just being able to showcase my versatility.
What do you think? What kind of impact do you think that versatility can have, in a game?
You can. It's like plug and play. Whatever you need, that's what I'll be able to do, and I'll be able to execute it at a high level. So.
What sets number 4, as you call it, 4 apart? Is it his size with everything else he can do? How would you describe it to somebody that makes him special?
Talking about Jeremiah. Y'all see what he does on the field, but when you step in that weight room with him, He's a different animal. And that's something I truly respect him for, because he's just a dog in the weight room, and nobody can mess with him in there. So that's something that a lot of people don't see. I mean, I feel like that's truly one of his separators. How he approaches the weight room.
Way back in the day when did you already see that in him? Guys, got Leroy over here.
Yeah, obviously Jeremiah is younger than me, but I knew as a older player, down there playing with him. Yeah, we followed each other and everything, and I knew that he was next up, most definitely, for sure, at a young age.
Larry was saying that he feels like your communication has been really effective and where you're able to kind of communicate pre-snap. How did you learn to do that? What sort of things do you do to ensure that you're able to kind of communicate and put guys in the right spots?
Oh yeah, just being the first guy in, the last one to leave, in the building. Just staying locked in and dialed in the playbook. Because obviously I'm new to the system, so I wanted to be one of those guys that other dudes can rely on when it came to communication and stuff like that. So that's something I don't take lightly. And I've been, just focusing on my playbook and getting all the calls down, and so that I can be able to do that. What you just said, what Coach G hit on.
When you were a little kid, who was your favorite player? I mean, a little kid.
Like very little.
Yeah. Well, I know
Younger, younger. I definitely say Tyrann Matthew for sure.
Yeah, where'd he play?
At LSU.
He stayed there his whole career.
Right.
You're still want to get to here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think there'd come a day when you played Alabama, as far as where you are now? I mean, is that crazy to you?
I don't think it's crazy. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I'm here in Columbus, Ohio right now, and I love every bit of it.
Refresh my memory. Were you born in Ohio when your dad played for the Browns?
No, I was born in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, then at two major programs, does that help you find your voice early on here at Ohio State because you've kind of been around some other dogs?
Yeah, definitely, because I know what it takes. I done been around a lot of great dudes, and I've been to a lot of great places, and like I said, I know what it takes to be great.
Earl, how confident is the safety room that listen, Taylor Downs is irreplaceable?
Mm.
And in the aggregate, not just make up for
Yeah, I feel like we have a great room, in the back end. Losing Caleb, that was a vital piece in the defense. But I feel like, the guys we have now, we all gel together. We're back there making noise as well, and we're out there making plays, and that's something I'm excited for. What'd you say? Terry's a great player. You know what I'm saying? Coming in from Duke. He's been gelling great, as well, out here making plays, communicating well at a high level, and he's going to be a vital piece for us.
I know you didn't see Jalen play this play last year, but what are your impressions of him doing out there?
Yeah, Jalen, he's a great leader for the defense, not alone the secondary. He's going to be a vital piece as well. He's very up to par with his communication. He's a downhill player. He can play the ball in deep parts of the field. And if you need him in the box, he can play in the box. So he's a very versatile player as well. I can't wait to play with him.
David Sanchez, what stood out about him this couple of 3 weeks?
Definitely his coverage. I'm saying he's a long, fast corner. I like to say, corners. Damn. That's a very hard position to play. And I feel like definitely he's took a step. He's continuing to keep growing, and that he's the next one for sure.
What's different about Ohio State compared to Alabama and Florida? I'm sure there are a lot of similarities. What are some differences?
Just the level of competition day in and day out. Like at Alabama, we didn't compete in the weight room how we do here. So it's like literally with everything you're doing at Ohio State, you're gonna compete, and you have to be your best every single day.
Well, you go to Tuscaloosa, Tallahassee, not Columbus, Ohio. What are your impressions of Columbus, especially this time of year?
It's very cold. That's something that I'm still adjusting to. But it's been a pleasure. The fans are second to none. The people are second to none, and I love spending time out here.
What do you guys like to talk? Are you a talker?
Out there on the field, yeah, I'm gonna let you know something for sure. Yeah.
You had originally looked at going to the NFL draft, but then kind of changed your mind at some point. How did that come about?
Just sitting down, after I made my decision, just actually, sitting down and truly, going what my heart was telling me to do, was telling me to come back to school, just finish out the right way and, continue to get developed so that I'm ready 100% for the next level. And this is where I chose to be. You know what I'm saying?
Was there something when you thought about working another year in college too? I mean, what was sort of that
Yeah, definitely. When I thought about it, just staying in school for one more year, it was definitely a developmental thing. You know, I wanted to be able to, you know, read offices, you know, quicker, and diagnose, you know, things before they even happen. And I feel like I'm in the right place to do that.
Earl, I know you're close with Brandon Ennis. Just what's it been like reuniting with him, and how have you seen him grow as a leader this spring?
Yeah, Brandon, you know, he's a phenomenal player, a phenomenal person as well. He's taking some steps, and he's going to be a vital piece for the offense. You know, because he's a big time leader. You know, for the whole squad, not even just the offense. You know, he's something that people look up to, and he's a person that, you know, the younger guys as well as the older guys can lean on.
How excited
Because Patricia tell you that when you got here that they expect you to be a leader? Maybe not right off the bat, because of your age, et cetera, and experience. How did he portray that role to you in terms of we need you to step up, so to speak?
No doubt. When I made my decision to come here, he definitely told me, you know, I'm obviously going to be one of the older guys in the room. You know, we're losing a vital piece in Caleb, so he needed me to, you know, step up and be a leader, you know, in the room, you know, to continue to keep bringing the younger guys up and you know, just have us all, you know, gel together and play for one another, you know, because I'm an experienced player, so it's kind of that deal.
A couple more guys, 2 more.
You say what?
the shoe next weekend? How excited are you to get in there and see that atmosphere?
Yeah, I can't wait to get in the shoe. You know, just watching the Buckeyes play on Saturday. You know, whenever I wasn't playing, you know, the energy was electric in the shoe. You know what I'm saying? That's something I can't wait for. But you know, we'll be in there next week, and I'm excited. One more time.
How much of an Ohio person
Not too much. You know, I obviously I've been here a few times with my father playing for the Browns, but I still like to say I'm a Florida boy. Yeah.
Who's the biggest trash talker in the entire secondary? Like Jermaine goes up there, obviously. Who's the biggest trash talker in that entire secondary?
You nailed it. It's a man. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Earl.
No problem. Appreciate it. Yeah.